Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths Most Wanted, where we're reviewing a craft that a bunch of people have suggested to me, and by a bunch, it might be just a few people or just one person repeating themselves, but anyway, this is the new and improved Event Horizon, which, as I seem to recall, was a kind of meh Scarlet Dawn craft back in the day, but it's been redone. I don't remember when it was redone. It was some time ago because I'm very slow. Anyway, this thing smacks. It is essentially less. It's one of those craft which is less a vehicle with a weapon and more like a giant weapon that is that a vehicle just so happens to have been built around. So that main turret you see up top there is the main dealio with this thing. It's a burp railgun and it's ridiculously strong. So leading into the strengths and weaknesses of this thing, the strength, obviously, is this gun. It's 8 really damn big. Well, not really. It's not that they're really big, it's just that the turret they're on is really big. And these are pure rails, which means they have 0 cooldown, which means that they just, in a kind of burp, just dump all their shells at once. And there's 3 shells on here, so let's go here and let's access the intakes. And there's 3 of them. There's a heavy head, and like they have max rail draw, all 225mm. Heavy head with frags. There is a armor-piercing head with EMP. AP EMP is ridiculously strong, by the way. And a disruptor conduit with some EMP and a 1 solid just for, I don't know, presumably giggles. So yeah, these shells individually are not particularly strong, but this dumps something like in just times 8 bursts. So I'll show you what I mean. So if we do... What are we doing? Hello? Why do I not have... I don't have... Now I do have. So this is what happens when this thing fires. It in fact fires so hard that the recoil throws it around a little bit, so it's just as well it's got lots of little thrusters. Or rather some big thrusters that want to keep it in the game. So as for what that does to a living target, what's armored? What is armored? Let's spawn in the FynestLyk, actually, just so you can see what it does to my poor ship. And let's see here, we got whoops. Let's go here, ships, and FynestLyk Mark II. Let's set you to Steel Striders. Wait, no, that's the FynestLyk Mark II. Never mind, that's a good enough crash test dummy. So those shells are absolutely ridinky-dink. They make a huge mess, and the only reason that the FynestLyk survived that first round is because most of them missed. You can see here, the side just gets peeled off completely. And because the Event Horizon is one of those things that's basically a flying heavy armor brick, it can take a bit of a beating itself. And the FynestLyk is having an absolutely miserable time. It's been only like a few seconds, and yeah, wow, look at that. See that? Gun goes burp, FynestLyk goes ouch. So hanging out over here, admittedly the missiles on the FynestLyk are making a bit of mess of things, but you'll notice that this thing is moving sideways at high speed, so if you want to cram at it, it's in fact strafing at over 100 meters per second, so the thing's fast, it's hard to hit, it is made up, let's see, it's mostly heavy armor, so it's just a nice ring of heavy armor all around it. In fact, if we go here, build tools, block counter, it's mostly heavy armor beams, so you can tell that this thing can take a few punches to the face. And the FynestLyk is, well, it's essentially been shaved down. Like, I compared this gun, was basically, it's a lawnmower but for ships. And yeah, those crams are not getting through the front because they are not strong enough. And you'll notice this is orbiting at under 1,000 meters, so this thing is annoying because it just gets up in your face, strafes around you, and just pelts you with like a barrage of shells. And you also notice that it's constantly giving off smoke. When you spawn it in fact spawns in with smoke. Let's see if we can... find smoke emitters and just see where it is. Yeah, there's smoke coming from somewhere. Where are you? And the Star Slung is disintegrating. Where is the smoke? Where's the smoke? Where's the smoke? There's smoke somewhere around here, I know there is. Because it just gives off a hell of a lot of it. Apparently not. Where are you? Does it not give off smoke? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Hold on. Hold on. I am crazy. Where's the smoke? Why can I never find the smoke when I want it? Has it been painted funny colors? It must have been. Anyway, this thing constantly gives off smoke. Let's actually show you... Ah, damn it. Damn it! Why is this hard? Pull you out of play, pull you into play. And yeah, so it starts smoked, which means that it's quite laser resistant on top of everything else. And you might have noticed it's got a whole bunch of missile interceptors over here, so missiles are not a fast, easy way to deal with this. Okay, so that's basically it. It is a flying brick with a ridiculous burp gun. So, what are its weaknesses? Well, the turret of this thing, you will notice that if we dive in here, you will notice that it's got a lot of shells. A lot of those shells are frag shells, and it's got 4 connection Tetris in here, and no ejectors and no safety fuses, which means that, oh, I don't know, if you do something like this, when that turret goes, it goes. In fact, when the turret goes, it takes the whole ship down with it. It will actually destroy pretty much like the most essential parts of the craft. It'll take out... where is it? It just falls out of the sky. Yeah, because it loses all engine power for whatever reason. Let's see here. Are you just punted into the water by hello? Wow, this thing falls really fast. Can you still fly when that happens? Why do you have missiles on spin blocks? That's a mystery. Come on, get out of the water. You know you want to. Nope. Cannot fly. Once the turret's gone, that's it. This thing is completely useless. Another thing to note is that the lasers that it has on here, let's just fully repair you.
Listening. Moving out.
Right, so you're all back in action, and let's have a look at this here laser. These lasers on the side here aren't actually that strong, so let's see here. Laser combiner, let's go here. So the damage per second is like it's 4,300, which is not bad. It is a 0Q laser. It's not that strong though, so if you're wondering what the hell is happening... Oh, there's the ammo storage. Oh, very convenient. The laser system is somewhere in here. Where are you? Let's find you quickly. If you're spin blocked, I'm gonna be miffed as hell. Deacon's hell, what is this? What am I This thing's built asymmetrically. Fascinating. Fascinating and... Aha! Here we go. So you'll see that the laser systems here are not that big. Let's go here. There's another one here. Yeah, so they're not particularly big lasers, which means that it is actually possible to just tank them a little bit. Yeah, so like you don't need to worry too much about laser defense when fighting this thing because you've got bigger problems. But yeah, it's the lasers aren't the main thing to be worried about. they don't hurt that much. Also, this thing doesn't have a LAMS, which means that it is unusually vulnerable to big, fast APS shells. So, don't really have super... Actually, I do have super good means of showing you this, because I've been busy building test platforms. So, the bad news is that I don't have anything currently in my vehicle garage, so to speak, that can take the Event Horizon on. The good news is that I don't need to. I have other people's craft that can do that for me. So, if you're wondering what this is just a nice big APHE railgun, which would be kind of useless against things like the Singularity and the Megalodon, because the LAMs would just zap it out completely. But it has great penetration, and it does just enough HE damage to do a magic trick on the Event Horizon, assuming we can make that happen. So the trick is to shoot it... Oh my goodness, no, go away. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Alright. So that wasn't particularly dramatic. But the split second we start getting shots on the side armor of this thing, those shells might go someplace quite interesting. Like about now. Almost. Almost. Yep, there we go. So, if we pause right there, you can see that they went through a weak spot right here. Deacon's hell, those fragments are... Whoa. So this thing has a soft, squishy underbelly, which means that if you can shoot it from underneath, you're golden with any kind of penetrating thing, be it a projectile or an energy weapon. If you can shoot this thing in its squishy underbelly, you will take out that main turret, and it will fall into the... Well, it'll be AI dead as well, and, like, it's instant win. So things like railguns are your best friend, but not just railguns. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. So... Yeah, wow, I am really skipping ahead a little bit. The thing also eats materials like crazy. Not sure if you were noticing when I had the thing spawned in on my team, but just sitting around the custom jets and the steam turbines and all that stuff, they eat a lot of energy, so you can do the time-honored boring trick of just hiding from the thing behind a hill until it falls out of the sky because it's run out of money. So, how do you kill it? Well, how do you survive is actually the interesting question. Well, the first obvious one is kill it first, and there's no better way to demonstrate that than, my friend, the... What the hell is it called again? It is, let's go here, standard setup, let's go here, and we're going to get our friend... The Great Filter. There we go. So for those of you who remember this thing, this is an absolute monster of a front-sider with probably the nastiest particle cannons I've ever seen, and it one-shots the Event Horizon quite easily. So if you don't want to deal with that gun, you can do something like the Great Filter and just annihilate it before it even really starts shooting at you, which is definitely a way to play the game. Probably an efficient way to play the game. I suck at playing the game like that because I fight fair like an idiot. So we go here. And let's see. Tap, tap. So here's our friend the Event Horizon. If you've forgotten what the Great Filter is like, this is what it looks like. It's a great big flying brick. And let's see what happens when Mr. Filter meets Mr. Event Horizon. Strongest packs in the universe. Do that. And dead. So, when in doubt, use piercing particle cannons, because there's really no counter to them. And if we have a quick squiz here, you'll see that those particle cannons... Where did they even go? They just kind of... Like, it's hard to even tell, like, where the entry wound was. Alright, let's follow this. Let's follow this, follow... There we go, there we go. Just went shoom straight through. It's not the only way to do it. Keeping your distance and essentially outrunning it, because it does have very fast shells, but you can still dodge them. So, and you got to keep it within your weaponage, because otherwise it will literally run circles around you. So, one example of that is another thing that's over in the Weird and Wonderful section. Let's go over here. I've already shown you what railguns can do to the thing. Where is the BBS 5th Season? There you are, me beauty. So the BBS 5th Season is probably like, if you don't know what that is, it's on the Steep Workshop. It has probably got some of the nastiest railguns I've ever seen, so if you want to get good with railguns, this thing is very good. In fact, it's just all round a fantastic vehicle. Like, when you get a broadsider that can take things like the Singularity and the Great Filter down, you know you're onto something particularly special. So, for those of you who don't remember, here's the 5th Season, and it's got giant-ass railguns and very big, well-armored turrets, and it's quite low slung as well, so it can just, those shots tend to miss. And there you go. Each one of those railgun shells does about 20,000 kinetic damage with about 50 AP, so the Event Horizon has been decapitated through its belly again, I'd have to say. Yep, here we go. Shot it in the underbelly, and down she goes. So that's your best bet with it, is just have something, some kind of railgun or particle cannon or something like that to just mulch it. But that's not the only way to do it, so there's not really, like, there is potential to bomb this thing from space, but the turret has 2-meter anti-aircraft mantlets, so it can aim straight up, and the lasers can aim straight up, so that's not ideal. But you can do the old trick with a submarine, so if we get rid of that, and if we hop back into Neater, and we go here, where's the black current? There it is. So the black current, by the way, when I tested this against the Event Horizon before, it was a draw, because what happened was, the black current eventually put the Event Horizon into the water, and then the Event Horizon shot the bejesus out of the black current, and both of them despawned. So we'll have to see if that's what happens now. And is that first volley gonna miss? So yeah, you can see hiding under the water is quite a good idea. And the Event Horizon kind of has token missile defense rather than really good missile defense. And hiding very, very deep underwater means that you are out of the range, or the firing arc rather, of, well, you're almost out of the firing arc of the, was that AI dead? If you despawn because of this, I'm going to be very unimpressed. Uh-oh, you're out of control. Lost a rudder or two. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You will notice that the black current is still surviving much longer than the Star Slung did. And once the black current is down at the ocean bottom, the Event Horizon has serious trouble shooting it because, well, AA mantlets. That is the problem with hiding high in the sky with AA mantlets, is that you don't get to shoot things below you anymore. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness, that's gonna hurt. No, you fool! You were so close! Woo! So this fight takes a little bit longer. Oh my goodness, cluster munitions. So the Event Horizon has a bit of a problem with submarines. Little bit of a problem, but you better have a big armored submarine, because otherwise this thing will disintegrate you immediately. And big HE missiles, so preferably huge, large will do, that can just tank the thing's missile interceptors. And looks like somebody is doing a bit of a drift. Oh, no, never mind. The black current died. The black current died. Oh dear, must have lost control. So that's not the best example, but you'll notice that this thing is having a bit of control issues right now. Will she flop into the water? Will she do a flop? I think she's gonna do a flop. She's gonna do a flop. Whee! And she's too low. So, once again, it's a draw. So, if you have something that is perhaps a little bit bigger than the blackcurrant, so just so everyone is aware, the blackcurrant is about half the cost of the event horizon. So the fact that that's a draw means that if you get a 2 million material submarine, the event horizon should, well, they should hurt you a fair bit, but you can still kill it, so that's nice. Okay, so basically already covered everything. So one last fight to discuss the event horizon is that it is possible to tank it, but the kind of thing that can tank the event horizon is something like its slightly bigger, meaner brother. So let's go here. That's the event horizon. We want the singularity. So I was pretty sure that the the singularity kind of needs an upgrade, I reckon, because it's not as formidable as it once was. The game has marched on, which is annoying because it feels like it was upgraded just the other day. But the singularity is an example of something that can tank the event horizon. It involves a lot of heavy armor wedges and redundancy. So, where's the singularity? Oh, okay, there's the singularity. So, singularity has strong APS, and first blood goes to the event horizon. So if you're wondering what kind of armor the singularity has, it's hanging in there. Jeez, so much damage. And that AP EMP is ridiculous. It's only a matter of time. It depends entirely. This could actually be a draw as well. But one particular way... Okay, so if you've got nothing else to take away from this video, is shoot this thing from underneath. Because if you do that, you will be able to kill it. The singularity is currently doing exactly the wrong thing by trying to gain altitude. In fact, I think the singularity might lose this one. You also need to stay away from the damn thing. Oh dear. This is supposed to be a most wanted. Singularity, you're letting me down. Letting us all down. You are supposed to be the most dangerous thing in Neater. I guess this is a decent enough demonstration of just how ridiculously strong that freaking burp gun is. Oh dear. Yep, the Snig is not going to win this one. The Snig is not winning this one. What is happening outside? The elements are raging at the injustice of this. Yeah, man. Jeez. Poor Snig. Poor Snig. It actually did win in the first test I had. It did manage to pop the turret. And that's the thing. If you pop the Event Horizon's turret, you will win. If you do not pop it, you are considerably less likely to win, to put it mildly. Okay, enough of that. Oh dear. Snig, you have let us down. Sorry, Snig. Although... I mean, I guess that's one way to do it, because now this is a mutual kill. I guess you could just have something that dives into the ocean, and then the Event Horizon, when it tries to follow you, does a belly flop. Because, yeah. Whoopsie daisy. This thing is like pretty much all Scarlet Dawn airships, thrustercraft, in that once it's in the water, it cannot get back out. So, that's fun. Oh dear. And kablooey. Well then. Let's finish this video off just by popping it with a particle cannon again, because that's fun. It's really fun. Most wanted stuff. Alright, so this is a particle cannon which absolutely no one should copy because the spaghetti is terrible. But it does one-shot the Event Horizon, which is so nice. So we go over there. We're gonna go have a look. And hopefully the first shot should make a horrible mess of the thing. Nope, you missed horribly. Now we have to wait another 20 seconds for the magic to happen. Oh dear. Come on. Come on. Come on. I guess a particle cannon submarine would actually be the ideal thing to deal with this, because it's just like, you know what, screw your missile defense, I'm not even going to bother with it. Yep, there we go. So stick a particle cannon like this on a submarine, it's just like, ayo! It is interesting that the way the Event Horizon strafes is that you do get at least one free shot on its side armor, which is very, very convenient and nice. So, that just about does it for the most wanted. It's like the Event Horizon is one of those things that, like, you first spawn it in and fight it, and you're like, oh my goodness, this thing's invincible. But then you get a sense of its glaring weaknesses, which is why this thing is in the hard category, not godly. I would suggest either a particle cannon submarine, or maybe even a particle cannon bomber. Just shoot it through the turret. That would work pretty well. I need to make a pack bomber, actually. It'd be so good. In case you're wondering just how strong this pack is, it's got 2 identical particle cannons, scatter ones with 3 beams, 31,000 damage per beam, and 2 of them, so that's 6 beams of great fun. So, that'll do. Have fun shooting the Event Horizon in the face, it's great fun. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps. And there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and I'll see you next time in From the Depths, Most Wanted. Look at the particle cannon in the eye and subscribe. Do it. Farewell.